Hi, living in Boulder vlog at 7:27 a.m. November 19th, 2019, Tuesday. I guess this is the vlog for today. I I've been working all night long, and I don't know, I think I'm like ready to stop working, like tired from working, even though I'm at a good spot, but that means I'm at a good spot to start up again. Exciting spot. The place I'm at right now on my project is the Pantheon, Roman Pantheon. I just right now, just right before doing this video, like a minute ago, I built the base to it, which I had never built. I went in before the other year, last year, a couple years ago, I don't remember. I went and traced all the stuff that I could find on this map of Rome, but I didn't. I guess on spots where I was confused, I just skipped over, and so maybe I was confused with it because I never traced the base of the Pantheon. So I just traced it, and then there's another base of the Pantheon that I'm going to trace next to it after when I get up or when I'm going to work on it again. And then I have to trace a statue on its pedestal. For some reason, I don't have it on one side. And then trace a couple more things on the inside, and then, color it. And, so I think I'm pretty much traced most of it. And then, check out the Pantheon. I think I was talking about this yesterday, but the Pantheon is at the same level as the area around it now, but before it was up higher, and I'm going to guess 4 meters. So I'm going to make it higher in my map. So it's going to look different on my map than it does in real life. In real life, as you're coming at it from the front, you just come at it and you walk right in it. Like the level of the level of it is the same as of the floor is the same as the road outside because the ground grew up. But if you look on the side of it, it's way down because that's where the ground level was. And so mine it's gonna be sitting way up like a normal temple, like all those other temples on its own pedestal. It's kind of its own pedestal sitting way up above, and it's going to be the biggest temple in all of Rome. It's going to be I'm super looking forward to seeing what the inside looks like because of the designs. And I wasn't so sure when I did the video yesterday, but then I double checked. It turns out that the floor that you see, the marble floor on the design they have, it's the original floor. I think the Wikipedia said it was extensively constructed, but I did a search and it said it was the original floor. So that's amazing because it looks brand new. So 2,000-year-old floor, it looks brand new. So, but that's the only marble floor that's left over. So it's amazing it's awesome. We have one more and one left. So I'm looking forward to see what it looks like on mine because the Roman floor that it has now, the colors are so bright. It looks brand new. And if I build it on Google Earth, raised up, you can make the colors look bright and make them look the same. And I just want to see if I can make it look really similar. And you can also see the floor from up above through the ceiling. So I'm glad I'm going the extra mile on that. I actually started to do the same thing over at the Septizonium, but it was on a kind of a incline and it didn't work. So I actually deleted all the ones that I started. Maybe I should have tried to finish it because I got kind of like a third of the way through. But so I wanted to do one like that and just raise and see. So that's but before I did that, because yesterday I got bogged down on like 2 buildings. I didn't even finish. It was the whole day. Yesterday I started with the finishing the pillars around the Circus of Nero, and then I got started with the floor. I found the floor mosaic on the internet and put it on and started the floor, and then looked over at the pillar and started on the pillar, and I thought it was the pillar of or the column of Trajan, but then I looked up back and because I heard about the column of Marcus Aurelius, and it turns out the one I was looking at was a column of Marcus Aurelius, and the column of Trajan is over on another part. So there's two columns in Rome that are twins of each other: the column of Trajan and column of Marcus Aurelius. And Marcus Aurelius, because I watched a video of it, because I didn't know this before, but it was a lecture about it on college YouTube at a university, and column of Trajan, as we all know, winds up like 20 times or something, telling the whole story of the conquest of Dacia. But it's in the middle of two libraries that have porches. So the students would go up there and they'd study on the ground level of the library and then the upper level library, and they'd get out on the porch and they'd look over at the other library at the porch facing them, and in between is a column of Trajan. So on one library, you could read the column because it was painted then, and it was had like they had actual metal spears that they're holding, and then you go to the other library and read it from the other side. So you could actually read history and study the story of that war at the library in 3D in real life, just like how they would study. You could study the map of Rome in a giant 30-foot high wall. So yeah, they're really artistic. So I made my column of Marcus Aurelius, which is in another plaza. And it took forever because it was like the most complex building I'd ever made. It So I had to decide how I was going to do it, and I did some things that I'd never done. Like I made the base structure of it completely transparent. I'd never done that before, so that you could see the stairs on the inside. And so and then and somehow also, because I made it transparent, when you look at it, you can't see the pillar that comes out of it. So even though the pillar touches the ground because it's solid, it hovers from the top. So that's the way that you can make it hover off the top. So that's two new things that I did. Oh, and three new things, because then I made a big building where I sleeved it inside the others, so you can make it different colors as you go up to make it look like the different levels of the column as it goes up. And I added lines to it. And the only other thing that I have lines added are the palace of the Palatine Hill. So it's beautiful to look at. But I made the stairs come in, spiral in on the inside. So it functions well, very well, when you look at it, just look at it on the way that I have it, to see immediately how it's designed, So and also it's pretty to look at. So that's the whole design, or the idea. So it took me forever, but I'm really happy with with my end product. I still, if you were to download it now, there's one more thing I have to do. The roof is too high; it's too wide. Somehow I forgot. I accidentally made it too wide. Have to make it again smaller, but that's it. And then I get to, because it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun, even though it takes a while. But I have to make the column of Trajan, exactly like how I made just a twin of the column of Marcus Aurelius. So. But that's in another section. That's in like section A3. Isis and Serapis. So I'm going to I'm gonna lie down now. And when I get up, I'm gonna go and finish the Pantheon. That's gonna be I'm looking forward to seeing that floor and that whole thing in the Pantheon. And after that, I'll get going. Finally, get going on the region again. Back to what I was doing. I'll look around and see if there's any more columns I have to do, pillars I have to do. I was making the others pillars differently. I made them with the line tool, with the goes out so it looks differently, but it's more consistent. So I don't know which is better. So. That's how I made the column of Marcus Aurelius. Also, anyways, I'm almost at 10 minutes. Go lie down now and talk to you tomorrow. Oh, looking forward to these hearings today. Yay, what fun. All right, talk to you tomorrow.